Hey guys, THUNDERSTUD here. The year is 2021 and we are playing Amazonas. So Konami switched up the ban list a little. They put Onslaught onto the 3 limit. They took it off the 1 limit. So it used to be only 1. You get rid of 1 Onslaught, you were good. But now we're back to 3 Onslaught, 3 Princess. So we're just gonna run all over people, banishing their monsters. Now we are still even on the 2 limit with Amazonas Swordswoman, but it's really just pure Amazons. We have the new card, Mystical Space Typhoon. Obviously we're locked out of Cosmic Cyclone. It's not like Cosmic Cyclone is a no-brainer for this deck, but Mystical Space Typhoon is even better than Cosmic Cyclone for this deck for a few reasons. Now obviously it's a lot like Cosmic Cyclone where you can quick play destroy your opponent's back row before they even have a chance to use it, but it can destroy your own card also. So if you destroy an Amazonas Onslaught while you have an Amazonas in the graveyard, it'll special summon. So in a pinch, and now that we have 3, since you can get multiple, you can destroy your own, get a special summon off, and maybe steal a duel. So very, very cool tech. Also another tech that works great for this deck, a very strong new popular card, Book of Moon. We're using it alongside Floodgate because face down monsters don't mean anything to us. We have Holy Guard, so we can swing on our own turn into the biggest defense you could have possibly imagined, and we're still just going to banish them with our Onslaught. So there's a lot of just core Amazonas plays. I don't want to get into too much because it's a little old. Only snuck in 1 Malevolent Sin for next Xyz, and yeah, you'll just see in the replays more of the technical ways to play Amazonas, but I don't know if they're back. It's definitely a solid control deck now. It's just so solid when you look at it. These are all searchable. You got some back row hate as well as some utility with your extra Onslaughts. You got flip them face down because then you can just banish them. And yeah, I'm really into it. Love to play Amazons again. Very unique way to play. It's not destroying the meta right now, so I'm all for it. Thank you, Konami, for unlimiting, and let me know what you guys think, and thanks for watching. Okay, here we are facing a Yusei. Now, we are doing Grand Tournament duels, Grand Prix duels, Turbo duels, Turbo Grand Prix, I don't know what it's called, but we're doing it. I don't use any of the skills, so my opponent's gonna have an advantage. I have a disadvantage, so it actually makes the duels harder. I do not use it ever for an advantage, and we're still getting the W's. So anyway, we're starting with Amazonas Princess. Set our Mystical Space Typhoon. Oh baby, yeah, no, this is when I fell in love. You know me, you know I cannot stand these fancy lollies. I hate witchcrafters, so if you hate witchcrafters, just beat them with jungle lollies. Just banish them. Doesn't matter how much defense they got, you got Holy Guard. In the end phase, we're hitting it with our Mystical Space Typhoon. We're going to show him Onslaught, just as a show of force. And we do hit a Cosmic Cyclone, guys, so that would have got our Onslaught. He would have hit it. But we hit him with the Mystical Space Typhoon, the hot new Cosmic Cyclone. Now we're swinging with our Amazonas Princess. We throw away an extra Onslaught. This boy doesn't know I have, or I guess he did. So he negates the effect. Doesn't special summon, but this is where he doesn't know we have Holy Guard. He's going to show 2 spell cards, bump that booty up to 4.8k, but we don't take any damage. We still banish him all the same, and then we get to Onslaught out our Paladin at 2400, doing a good amount of damage. So 1 Verade down, bring out all the fancy lollies you want. Our jungle lolly's gonna curb stomp them all day. Can't beat it, guys. Gotta love a deck that just stomps on witchcrafters. Look at this, he's using all those turbo skills, all that stuff, bringing out another Verade. It's not gonna work. He's probably hoping collaboration would negate Onslaught, but Onslaught's so strong. There's a reason it was banished. You're not gonna beat Onslaught. He's even trying to bump up that damage. Ain't gonna do it. So there's Onslaught, banish another Verade, and this boy's gotta know he's pretty much lost it. We get a Sage. We're gonna bring the Sage out in the battle phase, so she's a 1900 because he did have 1600 left. I think we're 1200, 1400, so I wanted one of them to be at least a clean lethal. There's like a sphere creep or something random. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing an antinomy, not antimony, sorry. It's like matrimony. Antinomy. So we're going for a rank up. Virtually like every duel is a rank up in these turbo duel things. We have a Book of Moon. We got our baby tiger. Facing some sort of synchro deck. High Ride with Tracker and Wielder. It's actually a pretty cool deck. Going into Charge Warrior. This little boy, Magnet, will special summon when you do a synchro summon. He is a tuner, so he works with the Tracker. Goes into a Coral Dragon. Now here he could make an Onimaru, does not choose to. We're gonna normal summon our Amazonas Princess. Bring out our baby tiger. Search a second Onslaught. Now I have a feeling one of the Onslaughts are going to be killed. We're going to flip that Coral Dragon face down with our Book of Moon and destroy it. He'll get a +1 for that. That's why I set both and didn't like throw one away to bring out a Queen. I had a feeling one of them would get destroyed. Decks like these are usually pretty dynamic and can attack your field in certain ways. And here's exhibit number 1. Vermilion Dragon Mech aiming for a back row. He thinks he hit that Onslaught. If it was still on the ban list, that would be the one Onslaught, but the ban list making a difference. 2 Onslaughts, that's a banish of your Vermilion Dragon Mech. We do this in the end phase. Should not have done it in the end phase. Should have did it in the battle phase of this turn. Not that it matters with the top deck of our Queen, because now we can bring out the Queen. Through the Amazon slot, they bump up 500 when they do. So about 1,000 points of overkill. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing an Akiza. I think that means he's going first. Every duel's a rank up in the Grand Tournament. So we're starting with a Princess, but we already have an Onslaught. So we could, what's that card called? Return of the Amazonas? We can search a return, or we can search a second Onslaught. We're fighting Thunder Dragons, so a second Onslaught might not be too bad. But Onslaught isn't a huge deal if we're fighting pure Thunder Dragon monsters. I'm sure we're gonna see Synchro monsters, Xyz monsters, a bunch of stuff like that. You get a Mystic Space Typhoon, super useless against Thunder Dragons. So we're gonna throw it away. So I swing with my Princess, bring out a Queen, that way the Princess doesn't even die to that Raiden, and we made use of the Mystical Space Typhoon without our opponent having any back row. So now he adds a duo to his hand. Only 6 cards left in his deck. Special summons that duo. Probably accidentally uses his Hawk's effect. You really just want to get that special summon with that Hawk. Even if your hand's terrible, you still pretty much. He searches a Dark with his, searches a Roar with his Dark, but he already used his Roar effect. It's a pretty convoluted little turn he does there, but he draws into a Melody. That had to have been what he was drawing for. Now he can bring out Chaos of Ioneer. Now, we have 2 Onslaughts, so I'm free with putting him under that Book of Moon. He's going to destroy the Queen and the Onslaught, which is like, you have to destroy the Queen. The Queen's what's protecting me from Duo and Raiden. So you gotta hope you hit the Onslaught and hit the Queen. Excuse me. But when you hit the Onslaught, the Queen comes right back, even if she's destroyed at the same time as the Onslaught. So the Queen's there. Now he goes into an Onimaru, but without Synchro monsters, so he's not going to be a big bad thing. He's showing that second Onslaught, guys. Banlist making a difference. That's 2 Onslaughts. We bring out a Swordswoman. Should have brought out the Swordswoman in the battle phase of the next turn, so we had an exact lethal. Luckily, our opponent did not stick around to show you that mistake I made. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a Yusei. Going, I didn't catch it. I think he's going first. Yep, so we got 2 Mystic Space Typhoons, a Sage, and a Queen. He's got 3 back row, so you know what time it is that those Typhoons are going to hit one edge, and then we're going to chain and hit the other edge. We'll leave that middle card. We hit 2 Fish Death Charge, and we missed the 1 Floodgate, so pretty big fail there, but our opponent's already down to 2 cards, so I'm liking where this is going. He's going to normal summon a Flying Fish golden flying fish. We're gonna hit him with the Book of Moon. Now we get our Onslaught, tribute for our queen, and destroy that little flying fish. Now he's got a powerful rebirth, brings his little flying fish back, so he's really hoping for a fish in his draw. As he draws, he scoops. He could have drawn with the turbo dual power, but I guess he didn't want to. Great stuff. Alright, here we are facing Yusei. I think that means our opponent's going first. Mark of the Dragon Head, so can't be too good of a deck. But we got some Princess. We got a Typhoon. Typhoon's pretty useless against Light Sworn. So he's got 2 charged little Light Brigades, no less. Searches a Raiden this time. Uses his Lumina. Lumina throws away the Raiden, brings out the Raiden. Raiden mills more. Mills an Archer, so she's gonna special summon. I think it's a she. It's like an animal. So Fortune Lady Every in defense with an extra Archer. Now we have our Mystic Space Typhoon. We hit the money slot for a Floodgate. Now we use our Princess to search our Onslaught. Just like the good old days, always opening with Princess, guys. He uses this, which will special summon a monster right now. You used it as special summons in your next standby phase. Pretty old, not too good card. So he goes into a Samurai Destroyer, which is an old, very good card. We hit him with the Floodgate. He still has that pesky Fortune Lady Every. He's even using his +1 with the Turbo Duels. Of course, I will never use any Turbo Duel skills in these Turbo Duels. We special summon our Princess. That does give us the search, or willpower. I was calling this card Return. That was us willpower. Banish that Fortune Lady Every. She ain't coming back. Remember, he's Floodgated. So we set our willpower, set our Mystic Space Typhoon. He protects his Floodgated Samurai Destroyer with a Bacon Saber. Probably not worth it. He's got a Galaxy Cyclone, our freaking Onslaught, but when that happens, you just special summon an Amazoness. When Princess is special summoned, you get another Onslaught, guys. That's the beauty of being off the ban list. You just have permanent Onslaughts. We're able to tribute summon our little Princess for a real queen. Swing into that Samurai Destroyer. Swing into a glow-up bulb. Wasn't able to banish them, though. That would have been great if we could. Now he's full 12, drawing cards. He got an extra +2 that duel and still couldn't keep up. It's pretty impressive, guys, for these Turbo Duels, because I don't use any of those Turbo Duel skills. So this means this deck was getting wins even against decks that were stronger than they should have been, which is a promising sign. It's just a control deck. Even with XCs, you're not really pumping out a win con too much. It's control, but it's old school control, guys. Just flipping them face down and just controlling the battle phases. It's pretty old school, pretty fun. I'm pretty sure Amazons are pretty accessible, so if you want to try them out, it should be easy. I think it's about time we had more queens. By the way, queen is soft locked to 1. I think we're ready for more queens at this point, but let me know what you guys think, and thanks for watching.